Hey everybody, Sinus here. Before this video starts, I would just like to let you all know that I am about to go live on Twitch right after this video goes up at twitch.tv/Sinistream, Cinistream. Link's also in the description if you don't want me to spell it at you. I would really appreciate you being there, but if not, no big deal. With that, this is the second seed of Week 2 of the Monster Train League. Basically, keep as many units alive as possible with Permadeath. If you die, you get no units. Highest score after 6 seeds wins the league. It's me, Narnidian, Never Nathaniel, Sowlink, and Bane Williams. Check all of them out in the description. Hope you enjoy, and hope to see you on Twitch.
Get things rolling. Only Covenant 1 instead of Covenant 10 this time, which makes a big difference. 2 Sharpens. 2... That is a very expensive deck, good lord. We have Seraph the Chaste against Awoken Stygian. If I'm running Spiked, Concussive Coals will not be helpful. So, Trader's Quill it is. Question is, do I do Spikes or do I do Rejuvenate? Considering I have Trader's Quill, I think I'm going to do Rejuvenate. Yep, I'll take that trial. I think this is at least somewhat safe. I hope I'm not proven wrong. Alright, good enough. Wildwood Sap? No. Awake this early. Huh. That or Steel Enhancer, probably. This deck is too cost dense already. I think I am going to take... No, I will take Awake. I can kind of take Guardian Stone, and I guess I should just because it's a unit of any kind. Nameless Siren will do fine. And I should probably legitimately play things behind Sentient. Now do I take unit upgrades? Yeah, I do. Silophyte is fine, and Guard of the Unnamed is fine, but I don't really need / want either of them. Multi? Yeah, good. Alright, that'll get some nice base scaling. Sure, I'll take that trial. Sentient may just turn into a giant health bar, honestly. Because I'm not sure about how efficient my regen is going to be. Hopefully I can get enough scaling. I think I might lose them all. No, I still do lose Nameless Siren in this setup, though. I'll reset the fight and see if I can avoid that, because I'm intending her to be my strongest damage dealer. Probably, I would guess that setting up on floor 2 will avoid that problem. Yeah, Rejuvenate Sentient seems to have been a bad choice. The reason why it was such a bad choice in particular... Alright, there we go. Victory is secured. No units were lost. Wild with Sap's what I wanted. Are any of these what I wanted? Not really. Siren of the Sea is also very good. But I can really only make room for one Incant floor, and the Incant floor would be too big. I'll take Titan Sentry just because it's tankier. Okay, lots of actively getting units on this side. I think I'm going to greed this a little more than I quote-unquote should. Definitely want another Wildwood Sap to ensure Sentient can live through floor waves. Rare Hellhorn draft pick. What would I want? Like Last Stand to double... Yeah, it's gonna be Hellhorn for sure, I believe. Last Stand or Dark Deal, both look good. And a deck this cost dense, I think Dark Deal would be preferable, so that's what I'll take. Alright, here is Daedalus. I have no reason not to set up floor 3 as far as I can tell, so let me do that. Yeah, sure. There's my first Trader's Quill proc of the game. Second Trader's Quill proc of the game. Okay, we're in pretty decent shape now. Where's Guardian Stone? There it is. Do I care? Actually, I don't think I do. I think I'm doing fine here. I would say this is probably more of what I expect my deck to look like as this run goes on. Yep. Cleans up Daedalus pretty easily. Now what do we got here? Hoarfrost Effigy? I think Adaptive Mutation is a pretty obvious choice here. And do I take Lodestone Totem? I think the answer is yes, because if you can take Lodestone Totem, you should. An extra capacity to play it would be fine, but I think an extra energy just to play everything else would be better. If I can get away with it, I want... definitely do want spell upgrades, and I think I can get away with it given that there's a Stygian banner right here. I'd rather Cold Celia than Silophyte in this setup. I doubt I'll play either anytime soon. I don't know what removal will do for me here. The answer is not a lot. Permafrost can be thrown on Adaptive Mutation, but I'd rather something better. Holdover. Is that something? And what should it go on, perchance? I think the answer is 1-cost focus growth for an increased effective hand size. And for an guaranteed rejuvenate proc every turn. Does any purging really need to be done? No, this deck should be as thick as possible. Retribution sounds too unsafe for the reward it's offering. Clipped Guard means I should set up floor 1. With Guardian Stone, Focus Growth, Restore. Do I have a safe Collector Killer? Not as much, no. I go Dark Deal it. I get some regen stacking up here. Here's Siren. Drawn, unfortunately, in the same hand as Adaptive Mutation, which I'll hold for next cycle. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that Focus Growth choice. It's doing its job remarkably well. That should actually have been 2 Frozen Lances instead of what I did. It's alright though. Alright, hopefully I can see Adaptive Mutation coming up here, but if not, that's okay too. Yep, that is definitely okay too. Yeah, being able to draw through all those units much more quickly is a great thing. For the same reason, I think I want Engraft. Cuddle Hex would be a nice choice in general, and in particular for this deck. Being able to freeze certain cards, specifically Adaptive Mutation, but also just cards in general. I think I will take this side again. Winged Indulgence drops the attack of enemies. Not a huge deal, but it's not bad. At least when I'm not running spikes. Tethys Scale, Spell Weakness, relatively limited use. Alright, Drumstick it is. Holdover again. Okay, that will go on 0 cost and graft, I guess. Get those easy rejuve procs every turn. And I will not remove anything. Point trial, please. Thank you. This fight is never too fun. I think best bet is set up here. Ah, I should have Lodestone Totemed. Oh well. It's perfectly alright, I think. Wish I could get him, but I can't. Alright. Don't think I Adaptive Mutation this, not with all the extra draw I'll be putting out. Seeing as I don't need the Incant proc, I'll Focus Growth to you to get back up to full, and then Sharpen. This is Crystal Cloak, who is, as always, a little bit of a problem, but I'm not sure how much of a problem exactly we're talking. Not much at all. Alright. Taken care of so far. Wildwood Custodian, because I'm going greedy as hell at the moment. Preserve isn't really worth it. Is it? Actually, totally is, no. As soon as I draw that in a hand with Adaptive Mutation, it becomes huge. Do I go for, like, the full greed plays and take dupe here? I mean, what else would I do with spell upgrades? Not that much. Alright. I think I'm gonna go to Caverns first. Is that true? Yeah, it is. Petrified Heart is obviously a no. Heartstone and Blood for Blood both seem okay here. Does anything particularly need extra health? Yeah, I'll take Blood for Blood. It's just generally good. Alright, my dupe of choice is probably Lodestone Totem. Alright, Scourgefell, it's going to be a little dicey. I'll save that much. For sure, okay. You guys think I should preserve Scourge? I think I should not do that. Do I have to Cold Celia? Not only do I not have to, it won't even work if I tried. So I think that's a no. Hopefully I'll get some better luck coming up. And Grass, an okay start. I think Lodestone Totem has to go in back here. Just as some way, God, this fight's gonna suck. Because Blights don't even trigger Incant procs. Yeah, I'm not breaking through these enemies. Thankfully I have Blood for Blood. Alright. We're getting closer. Not there, but closer. And I can still somehow keep myself afloat against all these blights. Because I have holdover rejuve cards, that's not the issue. The issue is I don't have the incant procs I need, at least not for a while yet. I think now is when the tide starts turning? Yes, it is. Much better. Alright. This is a scary fight. Every time. I think I'll accept some fire damage to get Awake off. Alright, Relentless. Engraft. Wildwood Sap. Adaptive Mutation. Okay, Lodestone Totem's still dead, though. Now only Sentient dies, and now not even Sentient dies. Alright. That was scary as expected, but it worked out well. Wildwood Tome can be taken, but doesn't really need to be, and none of these others are that good. Even more energy could, again, be taken. I think Capacity is the play here. Double Lodestone Totem, or something like it, is obviously very strong. Unit upgrades as opposed to artifacts. I'm not too worried about higher health with Blood for Blood. How would I upgrade units? The answer is I probably would not. Alright, let's look for some decent artifacts then. Stings, I don't have those. Hammer Chestplate, pretty bad. Jack Strips, meh. You know what I would... Oh, I should have taken Hammer Chestplates because this coming fight has Pyre Wings. I'm going to accept Jack Strips. Am I going to do that? I am going to do that. And then I will realize once again that I don't really want to purge anything. Okay, Blights. What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. So yeah, I'm going to set a third floor in the Seraph fight from the looks of things, which I should probably do anyway because it's Chaste, and Chaste is evil. Heaven's Seal, since I'm using a one-floor setup, can be taken, but there's also not really any reason to. Also, more Blights! Yay! That is an awful opening draw. That is a much improved opening draw. Oh, that was really bad. Just like really bad. But double lodestone totem can save basically anything, is the thing. So let's see if it will work its magic here. Okay, it's just living armor with an awake and a restore. We don't quite cut it. Okay. Seeing as I completely failed in the first place to kill any of the blighters, it's worth trying floor 2 or even floor 3. So I think I'll do that. Very glad this is not Diligent we're fighting, just for the record here. The offensive power on this fight is relatively limited, so I think I'm going to throw these guys up here. That will help. This will also help. And with some speed reserves. This feels better. I'm not sure if it is better, but it does feel better. It clears backline just slightly stronger. But it is a noticeable difference. Ooh. Lodestone Totem not exactly doing what I would prefer it to do here. Seeing as that just saved a Purifier. But it will obviously have plenty of other use coming up, so... Can I really complain? Yes, I can. But should I? No. Is that worth it? No. Yes, maybe? No. Will I do it anyway? Apparently, yes I will. Actually, maybe it was worth it. To save that Titan Sentry from its otherwise certain doom. Focus Growth as opposed to Wildwood Sap. Probably Focus Growth. I want to get to Adaptive Mutation. That is my main goal. Does it do it? It does. Cool. No need to do anything fancy then. Greed is good. Apparently. Yeah. That's my motto. Because it doesn't just have to be banner units for this here challenge. This seems like the obvious choice. Priory's Cloak can be taken. Should it be? I'm not really sure. Okay, let's offer it over here. Double stack. That sounds like a great idea. Where do I put it, though? Probably on one of these. Cost reduction, also generally a great idea. Let's make something important free, probably. Let's make it free restore. Magic power, not good enough to take. Holdover. Yeah, free holdover restore doesn't sound like the worst idea in the world at the moment, honestly. I might even go so far as to dupe it. I think I would absolutely go that far. Those are kind of the cards that make my engine run, so having more of them is obviously a good idea. Alright, turn 1. Going to set up floor 3. And begin to stack sap on the boss. I don't like using my regen this early, so I guess I just won't. Yeah. Engraft. Bunch of spells. Good sap. Means I'm profiting. Okay, Ember Drain. Don't like the Ember Drain. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and gets everywhere. Which I guess is why I can sap everything into oblivion. Works for me. Here is Nameless Siren. I'm not going to adapt to mutation this early. I may not get to use it, but that's fine. Just spam out my usual junk. Yeah, I'm accumulating some rage, but the real rage stacks will start coming when Relentless is happening, and Relentless will happen next turn, which means I'm safe to play out any and all regen cards I please. You're gonna get the restores to top you up on health. Seraph does also have 13 sap, which is awesome. Alright, Engraft, Wildless Sap. I will use Adapt Mutation here for a bit of extra safety net. From 19 regen, Seraph has 11 sap. But seeing as this turn wasn't a particularly good one and still had 5 Incant procs, I'm sure we're good to go here. Yeah, it's not even particularly close. To the point where Seraph will not even deal any damage here. Alright, I think that might have been, it wasn't quite, but it was at least close to the perfect run for this league. I didn't dupe a unit at quite every opportunity because I missed the last one, but other than that, it was pretty impressive, I think, anyway. I'll have to see the others' run summaries to be sure, but in my run summary, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 units. To compare with Narninian, we have, it looks like also a pretty big number, but I don't think it's quite as big as mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 13, 14. And Never Nathaniel has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like I'm opening up a pretty solid lead on this seed, but it can definitely all come crashing down in one of the later runs. So, with that, this has been Sinus. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe, and if not, please comment down below how I can improve. And either way, have a good one. Bye.